Hello everybody, this is Milesluigi welcoming you back to Let's Play Super Mario World, the secret of the seven golden statues, where we have to ask ourselves the question, the lone Reznor? Since when do Reznors work by themselves? Like, once again, I gotta think that this one lone Reznor is a rebel among Reznors, which means, well, he could be a vigilante type rebel where other Reznors look up to him and they're like, oh, that is a fantastic Reznor, we ought to strive to be more like him. Or he could be wanted among his Reznor friends and, you know, he's the exception and the outsider and the one that you want to go out of your way to destroy. And this is Thump gonna kill itself? Yes, it is. So if you wait for the Thump to kill itself, you can... I didn't know you could wall jump and spin jump at the same time. I'll have to keep that in mind. Like in the last level, we learned, oh, hey, you can't float with Peach, but yeah, you can still, well, you know, you can float with Peach. You can't spin float with Peach. It would be really crazy looking and probably really dizzying if, say, if you were the princess, just go flip, 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 flip. But Luigi here, watch. Well, helps if I don't ground pound off the side. That's interesting that that's happening out of all things. Okay, so we're gonna kill Charging Chuck here. Is this a bottomless pit? Is this death? No, this is a bottom full pit. So the idea is if we do this, oh, come on. Huh, that's strange. Okay, so I spin jump off the wall, but then how did that work before? Must be something else at play there. Either that or I need to start paying a bit more attention to the game before I start criticizing what's wrong with the game. I mean, the wall jumping actually works for all intents and purposes. It does exactly what it's supposed to do, and it does its job really well. It's like a Unix program, actually. It does one thing, and it does one thing really, really well, and it's command line based, so you can stream it into other programs. Oh, Milesluigi, use the right terminology. You can pipe it between programs. Well, pull from one program into another, and it starts, oh gosh, that just puts me into computer mode bliss instead of what we commonly see nowadays with apps. Speaking of things, I'm gonna take a fireball to the face. Definitely caused me a lot of trouble there. And by taking the fireball to the face, I'm running low on the power-ups. And by taking a Koopa Troopa to the face, I've also lost the other pro, but thankfully we've hit the midway point, so it's not gonna be too much more trouble for us here. So the Ice Flower and an Icy Castle isn't gonna be used today. Now, how about this? This pipe is very clearly blocked, and I don't suppose I can ground pound this. No. So before you type in your YouTube comment, Milesluigi, you should have ground pounded that. I can't. That actually reminds me, and also I just heard a switch go off, so I naturally have to run back. This looks a lot like the gates in the other castles that just royally confused me, so I can't help but think that it's serving a very similar function at the moment. Some sort of gate switch, something blocking something. We're probably going to be going back to that pipe to enter it, is what I'm saying. But as for this thwomp, I say we just let it drill through everything here. I said go down. Now it's suicide to kind of go in there. And was that? Ah, it was. Shoot. Oh, but the POW block. I just killed it. I should have actually gone the POW block instead of wasting the power up like I so did. So now we're going to enter into the mouth of the cave, where we have now ran into the piranha plant that's designed to play his balance act. These guys you really ought to just be patient with. If you try to be hasty, you more often than not will eat a spike ball to the face. And you didn't even need to have a spike supply that spike ball. You know, that's actually really disgusting now that I think about it. You know, the spike enemies that literally puke out spike balls to throw at you. Yeah, I hope he keeps his bowels really, really clean, because otherwise he's throwing like icky, slimy, gooey spike balls at you, and you normally don't think about it from that perspective. And oh, look at this here. Provided I don't keep jumping into the invisible coin blocks. Yeah, this thing here. Oh gosh, I jumped right into it. So that pipe from earlier looked like it was blocked from that kind of thing as well. And I've ran into that thing a couple of dungeons now, yet I have no explanation for it. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, I'm going down, I'm going down. I'm gonna make my way back up. Okay. Wall jump saves another day. Alright, so moving on forward here, and here's another one of those spike balls. At least the piranha plant's doing a good job keeping that spike ball out of his mouth. That's an improvement. And here we go, we're gonna enter into the door. No slime in the door on our tail. We have no tail to slam. And into, are we gonna fight the Great Thief? No, we're gonna fight the Lone Reznor. Well, that's the name of the level. For a second, I thought we were gonna fight the Lone Thief. So if we can dodge all the fireballs that are coming our way and toss the box at the Lonely Reznor, we should be able to take out this vigilante or this criminal, or what should be the headcanon here. Is he a vigilante? Is he a criminal? Is he a lone wolf? Is he? That's a good question. What we do know is that he is the Lone Reznor Oh gosh, okay. I'm glad I wasn't over the hole when that happened, because I probably would not have had the reaction time to be able to wall jump out of there. So yeah, the location of these fireballs definitely is the difficulty factor here, and they're kind of unpredictable. So then going back to the last boss fight, which was like totally predictable, Bowser, you need to do a better job being unpredictable. Due to the unpredictability of these fireballs, I should be able to... Oh, I couldn't jump! I was frozen! No! Let's try that again. Let's try that again. All right. So yeah, this platform actually doesn't start moving until you're on top of it. But yeah, the fireballs, I gotta say, it is more of our advantage for the fireball switch here to go up or down. Well, if they go down, and also, holy cow, if they go down, then I can wholeheartedly avoid them on the upper path. But the thing is, then the platform gets destroyed, and then I don't have this to rely off of. Right there, exactly. I should probably get my mushroom now. There we go. So yeah, I gotta actually pay attention to the right side of the screen instead of the left side of the screen. That's my big problem right now, is that I'm paying attention to the left of my block. And Luigi, I should be looking at my enemy. Haven't you learned anything playing fighting games, Milesluigi? You look at your enemy, not you. You should have masterful control over your character. That's how you get good at fighting games. You have control over your character so you can pay attention to the enemy and look at their decisions and choices that they make so that you can react to them or bait them out or do all that fun stuff. And Reznor decided to have a hissy fits and fall to his death, and because of that, we have won! Oh, the lone Reznor is no more. Yeehaw! And so we have saved another golden statue. Now Luigi's gonna show his brother how it's done. Instead of blowing himself up, he's gonna take that castle down entirely by foot. After traveling through the icicle mountain, Mario and Luigi stormed Randy the Reznor's castle and put him on ice. All I had was some coins though. Where could the next one be? I wonder if it's in that mystery tube. Oh, it's Bowser's Lament. Oh gosh, are we now going to be playing as Bowser? Luigi start. I think we're getting a cutscene, everybody. Oh, hi. Yay, we found Peach while climbing up a vine. We were going to enter into a bonus area, and like we're pressed. Oh, Peach, you defended yourself like you should be. Hooray! And with that said, now we are climbing even further up. We're going pretty far up, and Bowser is angry, man. She didn't even need to use her fireplace this time. The key was literally in her jail cell. So, yep, you're all pathetic. And that's the level. Okay, cool. Easiest level ever. And so we have entered into the mystery tube on top of a vine, once again proving the tube's amazing ability of teleportation. And so we have teleported our way into Star Place. I will go to the rest area because it's now time for Mario to show his superstardom here. I learned that the Peach Castle, or Peach Castle level, evidently doesn't have a star in it. I could be totally wrong, but based on the 100% video, like I just watched that one part and it didn't have a star, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hope I'm right there. I don't want to have to play through all this crud again. But with that said, let's go ahead and take on World 7-1, Cruising Through the Sky. So up we go, climbing up into the bonus area. We find it's not just a bonus area, it's its whole cool darn world. And if I've learned anything from my Mario games, that means we're up in space, and that means we're going to be going through a minefield of angry stars. Or not. I guess we're just going to be riding a cloud of safety, and unfortunately I probably missed my motion here. Actually, a cloud like this and like level layout like this reminds me awfully a lot of World 6-2 from Super Mario Bros. 2, which is not a bad level to make me remind me of, although the moment you start throwing in some extra obstacles, it's like, okay, now things are starting to become a little bit more spicy. You just have to throw in a couple of saws, a couple of extra enemies, and no you don't, and I feel safer spin jumping on buzzsaws than I do in an airplane. On the bright side, Mario, you can even raise your head up into the sky. Those saw blades aren't going to make it down to you unless that wire snap. That'd be the worst thing ever. The wire snapped, and then all the buzzsaws just come down, and then they just fry your face, and you just are like, ah. My face, it has been cut, and if oh gosh, I probably missed another power-up, and I've blown up in the sky. No, this is one of those situations where I should probably, due to the difficulty of getting the power-ups in the first place, I should probably just enter the level with bucket loads of power-ups. And since I have bucket loads of power-ups, I shall just re-enter the rest area as Mario. I'm gonna save state, and I'm just gonna pick up whatever I get. Fire flower? Sure. I could enter the level with a star. Or a nice, wait, I wanted to power up in reserve. Oh, I can't drop a power up? Oh, shoot, well, there went that idea. See, this is why we save state before we enter into the stupid area, so I'm just gonna press L a whole bunch. I guess get the boomerang suit, sure. Actually, the boomerang suit might be a really good power up for this level. I need to be able to get enemies out of my way, my ability to move horizontally in a level where I'm basically relying off of a platform. Oh, give me that boomerang back. Very useful. Tanuki Tail at the same time could allow me floating abilities, which would make my life easier, but instead, I will just gracefully float and be like, die. And once one of them of the fire buddies come on to play, I can just toss the boomerang their way and just stick safely onto my platform. I gotta say that, yeah, this is a fantastic level for the boomerang for being able to— oh, you son of a biscuit! No, I have lost my strategic advantage in this level, and because of that, I now have to maneuver around and I can't stick on my cloud of safety, and now I know you're gonna blow up, and that's gonna be really painful, and I better watch my tail here. Oh, I don't have one. Mario has no tail. On the bright side, I can pound the— oh, for fudge sakes, really? Really? Ugh, I guess I have to get this thing somehow in some way, and it's probably best to get this taken care of as soon as possible. There we go. The Tanuki Tail is actually probably one of the easier power-ups to be able to pick up out of the thing. You need to die. Ah, I missed you. And no, there was no power-ups there. On the bright side, I'm not dying to any explosions today. Instead, I just have to dodge all of this crud flying my way, and, well, so much for dodging all that crud flying my way. That pipe is suspicious. I should try to enter that pipe. It's a little late now. Unfortunately, the cloud platform moves one direction at constant velocity, not varying velocity, constant velocity. Ugh, and unfortunately, the bullet bill and turn areas have gotten the best out of me. Looks like we're gonna use our springboard, and at this point, I am just praying that I can— oh gosh, no. Oh! This pipe is a failure. Oh, I was right at the midway point too. Oh my gosh. Of course, it's just my luck to die just before the midway point. Alright, so, well, cool. I get my boomerang suit back actually quite nicely, although the auto-scrolling section of the level is now over, so no more auto-scrolling fun. Though now we have to deal with lots of ropes and presumably lots of buzzsaws. You know, the Mushroom Kingdom really does have a buzzsaw problem. You go on all these fancy line rides, you know, it's one of the public transit systems in the Mushroom Kingdom, and then you have all these buzzsaws unleashed all on the place, and you just have to wonder, okay, what company had a buzzsaw accident? What company decided, or what company had the accident that caused— hey, come on, I was above the enemy, that should have been like a hit. Okay, should I hold on to this or should I proceed on with the level? I'm holding on to this, and holding on. Is it just gonna dump me off at the end? I hope this dumps me to the star, actually, that would be wonderful. Dragon coin and an on-off block. I guess we can hit up the on-off block and you're gone. No star over there? No star over there. Okay, I guess we'll go with that. But point being, real strong point being, Mushroom Kingdom really has a buzzsaw problem. And you gotta say, I know a lot of Toads are clean-shaven. Mario's not clean-shaven. He really doesn't need a buzzsaw. He just needs a good razor to keep that mustache trimmed properly. A buzzsaw's a little overkill, don't you think? Buzzsaw's good if you want to rip and tear, not if you want to trim. Now, if you want to rip and tear, that's a whole different story. Wow, that was actually a very deviously dangerous looking jump. It probably wasn't as dangerous as it actually, or it looked more dangerous than it is, but still. I really should get that Tanuki Tail at some point, but once again, we're dealing with moving platforms where such a thing could be difficult to get. Yes! Got Z-Star! I might as well pick my Tanuki Tail up now, and there we go. Like that, we're gonna go ahead and do the butt slide into victory, where we got 10 more useless stars. I should actually go spend my stars, especially since I now learned something about the bonus game that I probably should have pointed out in a previous part, just I haven't thought about it till now. How far away do I have to go to actually get one of those bonus game rooms? Can I go up to that Tototus? Is that one here? I think it is. Holy cow. Please don't be a freaking bass, be a game house, please. And drum roll. Oh, it is just regular Toad House. Well, I guess I'll pick up my items. Cool. I need to actually go to a bonus game hut now to actually show anything further off. Okay. Well, let's see here. How far back will I have to travel? 1 space, 2 space, yellow space, another yellow space. You expected me to make some allegory? Not happening. Not happening at all. So that, I think, is also another normal toad house. We're going to go ahead and enter it and find out if I'm right. Yeah, it is. Okay, so through a myriad of more yellow spaces, multiple Mario and Luigi rest areas, at the beginning of World 6, we have finally found the minigame house that I was trying to find here. Where I wanted to point out, in this game specifically, we go into it, it's actually 4 red X's and you're out. And typically with a game like this, like if I start with the bottom row and theoretically be even the bottom row supremacy, actually the bottom row straight up gives me 3 X's. So it's actually bottom row weakness. And it was very often actually the bottom row betrayal, as I'll start calling it. Bottom row betrayal! Anyway, now that I know how this works, since this game is entirely luck-based, whereas the other one is entirely skill-based. Oh, for fudge sakes, really? Okay. Well, will I be, no, I wasn't betrayed by the middle row. Well, the top row has betrayed me once. Will it betray me again? Yes, it will betray you again. Oh gosh, and now there's somewhere in the bottom row. It would be really cool if I could manage to clear out this board. The thing is, to clear out the board, I basically have to choose which 4 blocks are the error blocks. Or exactly how would the probability work in that again, out of curiosity, as I've now gotten much more lots of error blocks. No! Error blocks. Okay, well, you have to choose however many. Also, why did it give me the sound now? Anyway, let's look at this again. Did I exit? Oh my gosh, that's actually exit. Okay, I refuse that. All right. I think I can pass through it normally. Yes, I can. Wow, that was pretty dumb here. Okay, thinking about this naturally, we have a 3 high, and wow, Milesluigi, you're off to a fantastic start here. 3 high, and I wasn't actually counting because I was looking at my terrible start, so that's 3, and we'll go to count that. 3 from the coin, and then 6, and then 9, 10, so you have 30 total spaces. You need to choose 26 effectively. And I failed to do so. I'm certain that some combination of factorials and other fun math will eventually get me the answer. My brain is not comprehending the actual math behind it. But the question I wanted to pose there is, what is the probability of getting the 26 correct answers? I suppose there's actually couple of probabilities to calculate there. There's first, just straight getting the 26 in a row without getting any errors. Then there's the probability of getting 29 out of 30, basically getting up to 3 errors, but clearing out as much of the board as you possibly can. What's the probability that the last block you hit ends the game? And then probability of everything like in between, like what's the probability of making it 28 and there's 2 X's remaining, or 27 and 3 X's remaining. But once again, I know it'll involve factorials and big numbers and probability mathematics, which is always hard to wrap your head around until the aha moment. That's the case I found with a lot of probability mathematics, where it's just kind of the aha when you realize how the numbers fit together with the permutations, the combinations, and the factorials, and everything like that. And then you end up with some like weird division problem where there's like you just move it out, and then it's like, oh gosh, I figured out the probability. I'm an expert mathematician. But I guess I'll pose that as a question to the YouTube audience, and I'll pose it. Here's the main question I want you to answer. What is the probability of getting 26 correct answers on a board of 30 where there are 4 incorrect answers? What's the probability that you didn't get any of the incorrect answers? Which is basically saying choose 26 cards out of 30 cards such that the cards you don't draw, say, are aces in a 30-card deck where there's 4 aces. That's another way to think of it. In any case, enough math, enough rambling about math. Next time on Let's Play Super Mario World, The Secret of the 7 Golden Statues, we're taking on the Albatross Ambush. This has been Milesluigi. See you then.